Hey, this is Patrick Riddle with Private Money Blueprint. If you've been struggling to get private money, I'm about to share with you why that is and exactly what to do about it. I'm coming at you today from a really cool spot, one of my favorite spots to hang out at. It's called Shem Creek. It's in Charleston, South Carolina. Really beautiful. And I'm going to show you, I'll show you in a moment. We're at a little outside bar area I hang out at sometimes at a place called Vickery's. But if you've been struggling to get private money, reason why you and many investors out there can't get private money is because your private lender prospects don't believe that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. It's that simple. It's a credibility issue. And with what I'm about to share with you, I was actually reviewing some of the recordings from our epic 3-day Getting the Money Bootcamp. And in one of my presentations, I came across what I'm about to share with you and had to get it out to you because I know that for many of you out there, you're just getting started. You've never done a deal. And with what you're about to learn after this helicopter goes by, you'll be able to get private money. You'll be able to handle that #1 objection of, have you done this before? A credibility issue. And you'll be able to get private money for your deals. And this is advanced stuff. This is powerful stuff. So take good notes. Go ahead and grab your pen and pad. And the 2 principles that I'm going to share with you. One, first, what we're going to use to combat this objection and to build massive credibility so that you position yourself as highly credible and you instill confidence in your lenders so that they believe you're going to do exactly what you say you're going to do. First principle we're going to use is the principle of association. Now, whether you like it or not, people judge you based on who you associate with, or based on who they perceive you to associate with. So what we're going to do is we're going to leverage your REI team to help build massive credibility for you. And so some of your real estate investing team members, like a real estate agent, a mortgage broker, whoever's going to do your closings, whether that's an attorney or title company, an appraiser, a contractor. These are all team members where you can communicate. In any time that you're talking to a private lender, when you're doing your private lender PowerPoint presentation, you can go over some of the information about your team members. And for instance, my closing attorney, we use attorneys in South Carolina to close transactions, has been in business for over 20 years. So I communicate that with my lenders. And what does that do to me? That boosts my credibility. So when you're talking with people about your opportunities, instead of saying me and my and I, use the word we. So that'll even give you an in because you might have a prospect say, well, what do you mean by we? Then you say, well, this is, I've started to build my business and assemble my team. And you can easily start to use that principle of association. And it's powerful. So that is the first one. That's the first principle. Iced coffee. Pure deliciousness. Love it. Not sure if you tried it before. I actually judged it before having tried it myself. But last year on a extremely hot summer day here in Charleston, decided to give it a whirl, and we've been together ever since. All right. Principle number 2 is we're going to use the principle of Aikido. So write this down. Now Aikido is a Japanese form of martial arts, and the idea is that you go with your opponent's force. So when they're coming after you, you're going with that force instead of opposed against that force. And so we're going to use this idea to combat that big objection when someone asks you, have you done this before? And when someone asks that, they're directing all their momentum and force at you, the person, the individual. And so what we want to do is we want to go with their force and redirect that momentum towards not us, the individual, but towards the property, which is the security and gives comfort to the private lender in a transaction like this. So we're going to take all the focus off of us, the individual, and redirect it toward the property. And so when someone asks you that question, have you done this before? You can say, no, I'm newer to real estate investing. I've been building my business, building my team, starting to hint, of course, and talk about the principle of association we just went over. And then you're going to redirect that and say, look, I want to make sure that you understand, though, that ultimately your security, your comfort in the transaction is the property, which you'll have a chance to okay and review all the numbers and information before saying yes and getting started with us. So we've successfully taken the focus off us, the individual, and redirected it onto the property itself. So those are the two principles, the principle of association and the principle of Aikido, that we're going to use to build massive credibility and to handle that objection of if you haven't ever done this before. So there you go. Put this stuff to work for you, put it into action, because I know it's going to make a huge difference for you. And let me show you where we're at here. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Awesome place. If you ever come to Charleston, make sure you hit up Shem Creek. But there's a bunch of little restaurants and bars here we come and hang out at sometime. And I am getting ready to go to the beach, play some beach volleyball. And this is my work attire: flops, my favorite board shorts, t-shirt. This is how I do it day to day. And one other quick thing before I go. As I mentioned, this content was from one of my presentations at our Getting the Money Bootcamp, and we had planned on making that Getting the Money event an annual thing because our attendees just were blown away, and many people said it was the best event they'd ever been to. But whenever we were starting to plan it earlier this year, we're not in the seminar business, and we've got plenty going on day to day in our investment business and other businesses that we're a part of. And so when we decided that we were never going to do the Getting the Money event again, we looked back at our recordings and decided to do something special and to make those available to you. And I think you're going to like this. It's really cool what we've put together. More info on that coming soon. But anyway, back to the content here that you've learned: principle of association, principle of Aikido. Put those to work for you. If you have any questions, here for you 100%. Just toss questions down in the comment area, and I'm out of here. Have a great day.